We now begin the comprehensive choreography correction clinic. David and I have put together a movement phrase that we think is ripe for revision. It's not awful, but it's not great either. We call it plausibly bad. In a 5-minute flurry of fast fixes, we're going to improve this movement phrase with 11 tips and tricks. Here we go. The most superfluous movement comes at the beginning of the phrase. When David points upward, pointing is difficult to pull off in taiko because it doesn't have any connection to the drum and it doesn't have any reason sound-wise to be done. Yeah? If instead we give David a reason to go up there, even if he just clicks his bosses together, that sound validates the movement. But this movement is still being made solely in relation to David's own body. It would be better still if it's made in relation to the drum. Reaching straight up says, look at me. Reaching out at the angle of the drum says, look at how much energy it takes to play this instrument. That's a sort of flashy ability. Yeah? Give preference to playing the drum. Yeah? Be wary of movements that take away from the strike, like leaning away, like lunging away from the drum while hitting. Give preference to the drum. Thank you. Foot movements are wonderfully dynamic in planche on playing. Just like we just did, foot movements are fantastic. A quick fix, don't fidget. David has a nice movement here when he steps back with the left foot. Yeah, it's a nice little moment in this movement phrase, but it's undermined by his hands that continue to play the same bone katakaka. Instead, the hands need to take advantage of the new space created by the step. By playing just a simple variation of the katakaka, we do that better. When the feet move, use the new space. Applying these 4 rules thus far, this is what we have. Now to the beginning of the phrase. Wasted opportunity. Rather than playing all of the cards right at the top of the drum, we can use the whole rim of the taiko. And playing the cards in different positions lends itself to really natural arm movements. Doesn't that look great? Because these movements are rooted in this instrument and in making sounds, they look purposeful. And now that we have purpose, we can make them more dramatic. David can really reach for each of these. And even when he goes out of standard form, even when he's doing something that otherwise wouldn't look good, because it's all about the drum, it's going to look okay. The audience is going to see that and say, oh, that must be the way you're supposed to play this drum. There are other opportunities suggested by moving the arms. Yeah, we're playing all these different compositions. This swing back looks pretty good. It loses some of that connection to the drum. You might be able to get away with it. Maybe there's another way we can play the drum. I'm not sure if that's going to work or not. No. Okay, so around the back is ridiculous. But because he's hitting the drum, he can kind of get away with it, right? And it looks like it's fun to play. Well, Independent? Independent. Oh, we're losing our time. Independence is beautiful. Independence of the limbs suggests dexterity, and even a casual observer can see it. Yeah? But David's arms here are linked. They're like robots, yeah? When one arm starts, the other one stops. Instead of that, your start and stop points should depend only on that arm's strike. And this should move as much as possible at different speeds. Yeah? Emphasize independence. Sticking. When possible, accent with the dominant hand. Right hand when you're in right hand stance, left-handed when you're in left hand stance. Just like we talked about before. See how David's left hand is sort of easing into the strike? Instead of doing right-left, you should play left-right. That sets his hand up to hit properly with his dominant hand for the accent of the phrase. When trying to figure out what to do next, be the ragdoll. After David hits left, right, where do his arms want to go? This looks more natural to me. Yeah, but we can go further. You can see the force of that right hand is pushing his body back. Let his whole body be the ragdoll and step back and let the flow of that contribute to his motion. Be the ragdoll. Dynamic. Exaggerate different speeds. With movement dynamics. Without. With movement dynamics. Without. Finally, we have the concept. Extended. At the end of the phrase, David's right hand is easing into the strike. Instead of that, it should remain extended as long as possible. Wait! Extended. Easing. Extended. Easing. Do you see the difference? This goes for every hit in the phrase. Extend, 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 extend. And then we have it. Applying our 11 rules, our movement now looks like this. Here's what we started with.